Hey folks, today's short video is about the secrets to success in any relationship. It's Kute, nationally best-selling author of You Are the One. Today I want to share with you a few simple ideas and thoughts that might shift your understanding of what it takes to have a successful relationship. If you'd like a successful relationship, if you're in a relationship, if you'd like to be in a relationship, please listen carefully. And the keys to relationship is not just about you and your lover being in relationship, being married as a couple. It's about any relationship. If you're a human being, you are in a relationship, and life is the quality of your life is about the quality of your relationships. We're often taught this idea, which I believe is a mistake. It's a myth that we are sold and is perpetuated. The golden rule: treat people how you want to be treated. Feel how you would like to be treated and treat them that way. To me, this is incorrect. It is limited understanding of what it really takes. Because perhaps the way you want to be treated is not how another person wants to be treated. And how another person wants to be treated is not how you're going to treat them. And if you simply impose your idea of how you would like to be treated onto someone else, thinking that's love, you may have a mismatch, you may have misunderstanding, and even though you feel you're loving them, you feel you're being loving, you feel you're being kind, you feel you're offering your heart, you think I'm being loving, Kute, but the other person may not feel loving. So just because you are being loving in a way that you need to be loved may not be how they need to be loved. A key to success in relationship is not to impose that, is to treat people actually how they want to be treated, and to find out, take the time and the understanding to find out what they need, to find out what makes them feel loved. So what I'm saying is treat people how they want to be treated, not how you want to be treated, and not think that how you want to be treated is the right way, because many times we think, well, how I want to be treated is the right way. That's how it is. That's what love is, and it's not. From one perspective, you're right. From another perspective, they're right. From a grand perspective, everybody's right. Everyone is right from their own reality. You have your reality based on your childhood, your conditioning, and what makes you feel loved and what you need. You're right. Not that it's the reality or it's the right way. They have their way of experiencing life and their way of doing things and their conditioning and their childhood, and they're right from their perspective. So ultimately, everybody's right. So to truly have a successful relationship will mean you being willing to be open and humble and not impose your idea. It will require a deep compassion. By compassion, what I mean is to really put yourself in the other person's shoes, in the other person's heart, in the other person's feeling, to really expand beyond your idea, beyond your self-concept, to expand beyond yourself and beyond your ego. Put yourself in their shoes, feel them, become them. To me, when you expand beyond yourself and what you think and feel, this is what it takes to truly be compassionate. This is what it takes to truly understand someone. So if you love someone, don't assume. If you love someone, ask them, what makes you feel loved? How do you feel loved? When do you feel loved? Now, you might not agree. It might not make you feel loved, but get curious to understand what makes you feel loved. When do you feel loved? How do you feel loved? What ways do you feel loved? What things do I do or people do that make you feel loved? When did you most feel loved and why? And what does it do for you in those moments? How do you feel in those moments? What does it do for you? What does it give you in those moments? How do you feel about yourself in those moments? Are there any particular ways that I make you feel more loved that you need from me? When you really ask these questions specifically without any assumptions, without a need for them to respond to you a certain way, without any judgment, you will find out about who the other person is, their framework of reality, their model of seeing the world. You will understand who they are, and based on that understanding, when you seek first to understand versus to be understood, you expand your capacity for loving. When you have this information based on their reality, because anytime two people are coming together from different worlds and these two worlds are colliding, right? Two different paradigms, two different understandings, two different realities, two different, people that need different things. It's a miracle that we could even communicate. So I would say, even though you might have your differences, even though you might have your disagreements, really embrace the privilege of what it is to be able to relate with someone. Embrace the privilege of what it is to be able to even communicate with someone, to understand someone is a profound, sacred opportunity and a gift. Even if you don't agree, it's a gift that they're willing to open to you. It's a gift that they're willing to share their hearts with you. It's a gift that they're willing to be sensitive and communicate what they feel. So even if that person is sharing things with you, or they feel loved in certain ways that you don't agree with, that they're willing to share themselves with you and take that risk, don't take that as a judgment on yourself or feeling inadequate or not enough, or they should be feeling another way. Really feel the privilege that they're willing to trust you to share their hearts that deeply with you and be that honest. It's incredible. And so also realize you don't have to agree with the person that you love in order to love them. Disagreement does not necessarily mean you don't love them. You can disagree and not agree on certain ways you need to be loved and still love them profoundly. Because if you understand who they are and you understand what they need, and if what they need obviously doesn't compromise your essence, right? Doesn't compromise you being completely someone else, doesn't compromise your deep integrity to love them in a certain way and provide certain things that they need, then to really love them in a way that they need to be loved is profound love. So my friends, don't simply seek to be understood, understand. Don't simply treat people how you want to be treated. Find out what they need and fulfill that need for them in healthy ways that are in alignment with your integrity. And I promise you this, you will have an epic relationship, because that person will feel so loved, that person will feel so fulfilled, that person will feel so connected, that likely, when you just focus on getting love, relationship ends up bankrupt. But when you focus on how can I give and how can I serve, as that person, the other person, feels fulfilled, the hope, the dream, the intention is that as a result, you will receive from them everything that you also need and want, because they will be that much more fulfilled, open, and available. And trust, I would say trust this. And I'm not just talking about romantic relationships. If the loving doesn't come back from the people you give it to, don't worry. Sometimes we're afraid of, if I love, then I won't get what I need. If I love, then why aren't they giving to me in a certain way? Just know that whenever you open your heart and love and you give, you win. Because in the opening of your heart, you make yourself available to receiving love. And love may not always come back from the person that you gave it to, but it will always come back to you. And by you being open, you're the one that is developing your love muscle, your compassion muscle, your understanding muscle. So don't wait for the other person. You give it first. Give the thing that they need to them first and see what happens. Hope you enjoyed this short video blog, folks. Please share it with those that you love. Forward this video, post it on Facebook. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Kute Love Now on Facebook, and definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel and go to my website, kuteblackson.com. Enter your name and your email, and you will receive special updates about my live events and special gifts shortly. Love now.